Far away is the land of far away. Some do not even know if it exists, if it is a myth or a story made up to give hope. Hope that there must be more than this world. Religions talk of the far-off land, but created by man in man's own image. They show all the same manipulations as man in his selfish needs. All other ideas are sacrilege, apparently abhorrent to God himself. Maybe they do not recognise God herself. As to the faraway land, a few try to travel there, but for the many they just hope to believe it exists. Distorted by adults' teachings, children accept what they are told, but somewhere deep inside they still believe in the faraway land. As a child, what am I to do? Who on earth will understand my thoughts? Where is this far-off world? Why can it not reach out to me? If it is the all-being, then I am its child. The further it goes away, the older I get. Too far to reach or remember. It has no relevance to the adult life I am to live. For whilst I am here, and all is as it should be, I am but alone. I have friends and family, but inside my head and my heart there is only me to speak my truth to feel what I feel. No one can reach me in here. This is my place, it is my home, far away from the world I live in, and further away from the faraway world. I do not belong to any worlds, not even mine. Why should I when it gives no solace? A home inside where, quite simply, I am alone. Myths and legends, false hope and lies, worlds too far away to reach if ever they exist. Nothing to stem the flowing despair of loneliness. With no answers and no peace, it is time to grow up. Yes, grow up and forget. Forget the dream of the far-off world. I find a crevice deep down inside. It's easy to push and squash the loneliness there. Let me forget. Let me pretend it does not exist. Pretend to be all right, to be the same as everyone else. Goodbye, child. Goodbye, childhood. You are gone for good. Grow little by little, more and more, further and further from the faraway land, till now this year it disappears. Goodbye to saying it has gone, for then it will not exist.
Now there is silence, no chattering, no pondering. The loneliness is still here, but there is no struggle, there is no trying to escape it. Am I now grown up? Is this what it's like? No hope? To hope for hope in blind awareness? What foolishness! Hope is, after all, without reason or fact. Some obscure way to put change into the fast lane of thinking things will get better. Hope charges on like a train. It stops at stations where everything is the same. The same day, the same station master, the same noises. It rattles us forwards, or is it backwards? I cannot see the front or rear of the train. A circular train on a circular track, joined in the middle with no front or back. Once it was slow, now it goes as fast as it likes. It rattles on, round and round, hope going in circles. Depressing, such grown-up stuff, jumbled thoughts and feelings, drowned by the noise of the clickety-clack of the wheels on the track. A faraway thought in the clack of the track. The circle of hope gets smaller and smaller, It spins and it spins tighter and tighter. Inside my head are the rails of the track, round and round, clickety-clack. A train to nowhere, with nowhere to stop. No longer the view, no longer the train, no more vision. It's blinded by noise. Life for life's sake, self and all-consuming. Yet as I see grown-up life for what it is, there is no longer a need to survive. We none of us do. Let us fade away as if to bring to an end the incessant clatter. And so, it seems, it does my bidding. It is gone, just like that. Gone. I am gone. There is nothing but stillness. Thought and reality, what is the difference? Does it matter? To whom and to what? Gone for good. Or is it bad? But no matter. It is far away now, like the faraway world. Stillness. Stillness. Its embrace. It gives nothing. It takes nothing. What joy nothingness gives and doesn't give. Who could understand such truth, sense and nonsense, hand in hand and far apart? No more struggles, no need to do, no need not to, no need to shut away thoughts. They have no meaning and no power. Thoughts have their freedom. They are nothing to me, nothing to nothing. I am nothing. An awakening, jumble, confusion. My thoughts are free. They rise and they rise. The crevice is split open. Struggling and surging, they make themselves known. The earth trembles. Waters collide. Swirling and twisting, some great elemental force. Tidal waves from all directions, growing taller and darker. The sky is consumed by the giant that growls. Within its menace, it tightens its grip. It is all dominant, all powerful, and it has its way. It booms and it speaks to say its worth. Free to roam, to impose its feelings without care or concern. They spew forth on feelings. Oh, how incredibly sad. The deepest, darkest, blinding fears. Stomach torn and ripped by wrenching guilt. Disappointments and so much pain and loss. Despair, beyond despair. And there it is, it shows itself at last. The loneliness. I thought that was gone. It was mine and I pushed it away. Now it returns, but in anger, in frustration, in hatred of me for forcing it away. It bays and it mocks, it berates and it goads, teasing and poking. And so it goes, around and around. That hoped for hope, long gone now. But these are the feelings I feel in the beast. I am sensing, I am feeling the beast, not me. I am nothing, I have nothing to lose. Consume me, do your worst. I have no need to fight you. Do you mock me? Is that your desire, your constant taunting? Humiliation that I can no longer feel? Whips and strikes pass through me. There is nothing to scorch, to burn. Pain itself has left me. It has no home, no feelings to feel. I am being taunted, to what avail? No purpose, because nothing matters, least of all to me. So I cannot be scared or frightened. unless I think I am something. I am nothing. So the swirling beast moves back. Is it afraid of me? I am nothing, and it is afraid of nothing and nothingness. Not only is there no fear in nothingness, there is nothing in nothingness. I step forward and it moves back. Does it fear my touch, my tender motion, or my thoughts? Why did it come so close to nothingness? To something that matters not to anything. To me, it does not understand me. The beast cannot swagger. It knows nothing in the face of nothingness. What am I if all is afraid of me? For still the beast twists and turns, contorts itself, swirling and rolling its edges. A whole world encircling but avoiding me. It imposes its thoughts upon what it does not know, me, judging me through all that it is. What a beast, a magnificent beast of depth, with its truths, candour and lies, and all things in their complexity. The full sum of what it is, yet it does not know me. Yet still the beast rages, as if angry with me. Perhaps that I show it nothing but itself. This beast of humanity cannot perceive of its true self from its own perspective. Only that which is not the beast can see its true form. I move forward, and again it retreats. If I am nothing to it, why does it withdraw? I am nothing. Only the beast can exist as volume. Surely it cannot fear that which has no fear. Am I so alien, so devoid of human feelings, that it is afraid of all and nothing that is not like it? Nothingness cannot be like the beast. If all this be true, there is nothing for the beast to see. It cannot see me at all. From one side of the whirlpool, it will only see the other side. The space in the middle is created by the beast, so the space is the beast. Does it even know it's a whirlpool, looking at itself through the space it creates? It is plain to see that it moves away from itself, not from me, the nothing. Of course, it twists and turns to avoid itself, in fear of its own delusions and divisions. So many thoughts, so much known, and yet so confused by not knowing anything about nothingness. Repeat, writhe, consume, recreate, it's all the same. More of the same is not creative. It is self-consuming, a drunken operator in charge of a merry-go-round with no merry, no stop button, oblivious to the speed. Around and around it becomes the clickety-clack of the rail on the track. If that be true, then it was the never-ending train of hope unfounded. That was me, a faraway time. I was the untamed beast, yet now it does not know me. So am I the far-off land, far away from the noise of the track or the need of the ride? I am nothing. I have no need for anything. I have no need to look at the beast, and neither does it. At these my thoughts, it changes. No longer the beast, but a spinning sickness, a giddiness, then a clash of mirrors and light, dancing, spinning sparkles. And more does the beast fade. It has exceeded its own death throes. Does it even know its own death? Till it is nothing, like me, till it is not humanity? All that is left is a circle of mud, splintered glass and wasted efforts. No longer the merry-go-round of the beast and its boasts, of the chest beating, shouting and demanding to know. No more roaring, no more noise, no more competition for that which could not be won, nor even understood what the prize was to be. Nothing. I am the far-off land of nothing. For once I was alone, and I still am. But I feel things differently. I shall not miss the beast. It was but a distraction from nothingness. The wasteland sprouts flowers. They grow in the mud. Plants creep over the detritus, turning all that was waste and abandon into sustenance. So, what is beyond the land of the beast, beyond the flowers and the birds? Shall I step into abundance and walk past humanity's death as if it did not exist, not worth the breath or the thought of a breath? These thoughts will be its last rites, the words for a gravestone that cannot exist. The beast has gone. Let me think of it no longer. It was once me. Why should I mourn and pine for that which was of no importance, something that is nothing? And that does bring a smile, a recognition. If it is but nothing, and so am I, together we are nothing, and separate we are nothing. But none of it matters. It is not a sadness. How could that be? Sadness does not exist here. It cannot. No human concept can suffice to live in a place like this. The thinking is all different. Once it was upside down, back to front, and now it is neither one way nor the other. This place cannot be measured. It is beyond that. Humanity only ever measured itself, not the far-off land. It was too far off even to see it. There is no measure here because it has no value. Value does not exist. This place is beyond the concepts of humanity. A freedom, as may be, but a place free from the ideals of humanity and humanity's belief in what freedom was. Man's idea of freedom was to escape or to hope to escape the beast, and not to see it as a reflection of itself. Freedom from humanity, that is neither escape nor freedom. 'Tis a life of constant fear, of restriction and containment. Constant fear begets a desire to be constantly free. There is, you see, no escape from the beast, not in the land of the beast. For that matter, freedom does not exist here either, in the land far away. There is no containment or restriction, so I need no escape, and I do not seek freedom. How can this place be lonely? It has nothing to be lonely for. Loneliness is comparing where you are with where you want to be. There is nothing to compare against nothingness. Humanity has concepts of God and all things existing side by side, hand in hand, Alpha and Omega, the start and the end. Yet here there is no start and no end. Humanity cannot see such a place from its judgments and fears. No wonder it is so far away. The faraway land can talk, but it cannot be heard in the noise of the thinking, the baying and weeping. Here there is no suffering, there is no need to. The beast is in the grave that does not exist. For once I was a child and I was lost. I longed for the far-off land. I wished it could be true, that I could reach it and not be lost. Oh, long ago that small lost child, a child spurned by itself, a child from the far-off world, believed it was nothing in the belly of the beast, believed in being lonely and being lost, tortured itself knowing no better. A child now returned to the faraway land, back to myself in the light of the light. I know with all the knowing and all the wisdom of the faraway land. It reaches out its hand through the flowers of the land of the beast laid to waste. I see again and again for the very first time, stepping beyond the child of myself, love and emotion in its purest form encapsulate, enfold. This is not a fleeting, soporific ecstasy. It is a deeper connection and serenity. This is what is and always was beyond. A child's journey through the beast and the nothing returned to the faraway land. For I am, after all, the faraway parent, but forever and ever the faraway child.